Hi, Chelsea Rosner here, your alignment and online authenticity coach. And let's talk today a little bit about your personality on the internet. Yikes, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure that you're an amazing human being online and offline. But what I really want to talk about today is what happens when we start to just go with the flow rather than create and carve our own path. Okay. So a lot of you know that I talk a lot about be your own black sheep and how like the black sheep is the one who like actually leads people and things into forward progress and forward thinking and all the things, right? You are your own individual human. You have your own gifts and your own traits that allow you to collect your own skills that everyone in the world literally needs from you because they are yours in your own inherent way, right? Totally different soapbox. Okay. However, what I really want to talk about is literally looking at this concept of being able to adapt and shift and flow. All right. So many times I hear people that are like, oh, Chelsea, I'm just so not sure what to say. I'm just not clear on what my message is or who my niche is or who I'm marketing to or how to do sales. And I just need help making it make sense. Right. And so, one of the things that I really want you to know as we dive into this topic a little bit is that you are allowed to adapt. You are allowed to pivot. You are allowed to ebb and flow just like flowing water. Okay. So I want you to keep this in mind as we kind of talk through this and really start to challenge like what happens when we take a moving stream, right? Like who you are on the internet right now, and we're just like, and we pop a rock right in the middle of it. What happens to the stream? Well, it shifts, right? And so as we're starting to unravel and decondition a little bit of what we've been taught as far as online sales and marketing goes from this like super awkward perspective, we get to start removing rocks so that things can start flowing more freely in the direction in the way that we really want them to. So you are the water, okay? You are the moving force. You are quite literally a human being made up of majority water and electrical impulses, okay? You are quite literally the definition of energy. All right. And we all know that water is a powerful source of energy. It can create energy, it can shift energy, it can transfer energy, it can actually, just getting all sciencey and nerdy on you guys, it can actually shift the polarity in electricity to, hello, be a better conductor of energy. It is why we are made up of mostly water. Okay. So I want you to literally and physically think about yourself as the water here. Okay. Again, water, it shifts, it flows, it adapts, like it cuts through, like creates its own path. It literally trailblazes streams down from the top of mountains into giant ass oceans. Okay. And that sounds pretty cool, right? You're like, oh, you're like, I could actually just like trickle water out from my highest alignment and just let that jet flow just right on down the mountain and create this vast ocean of success, right? And I need you to be on the same page with me here because that is the whole point. That is what happens when you live your most aligned. All you do is you trickle water down the mountain and it puddles into this giant success at the bottom of the mountain. Okay. I'm not saying it doesn't take ambition. I'm not saying it doesn't take dedication and hard work. Okay. I'm not saying it happens on accident just because you had some overflow of energy. No, not necessarily true because there are obstacles, right? There are rocks, there are trees, there are streams, there are beaver dams, whatever it is that is in your way, in your subconscious mind, based off of your past experiences and perspectives of what you've experienced in your life, those are the things that are just blocking your flow. Those are the things that allow you to kind of shift and move and pivot around things. It's like when you're working with, one thing and then you're like, oh, gosh, like I feel like this is kind of morphing into this other way. That's where rivers take a sharp bend. Okay. That's where rivers can actually flow upstream, right? Like up elevation. You put enough oomph behind it and they get going and they get moving, and it doesn't necessarily change the energy of the water, even though sometimes it slows down the flow. Okay. So, really just want you to remind yourself that you are allowed to ebb and flow and pivot and adapt and shift just like water. Okay. You are a fluid human being that is full of energy. but that energy has to come from somewhere. Otherwise, the riverbed goes dry. That energy has to be an ongoing flow. Otherwise, your river that going up that hill is going backwards, right? And we've all been there. We all know what that feels like. And nobody likes that. And that's okay. You don't have to like it, right? But what we have to do is we have to let that not be a source of energy leak for us as that human who is pushing that water flow forward. Okay. And so the thing with energy is that it is neither, created nor destroyed or all the things. It is only transferred and transformed. Okay. Again, I think it's called the law of conservation, but like energy isn't created or destroyed. It is only transferred or transformed. So if that's the case, we've got to spend it wisely and transform it on purpose. And that is where you getting to tap into who you are and why you are who you are, and then creating a business model purely based off of that kind of energy source and that kind of pure, authentic, just genuine alignment. That is where your authority comes from. That is where you get that momentum to shove yourself up the hill, through the water and all the things, right? And to fight all the battles, to ebb left, to go flow, to go flow. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. You guys get the point, right? Truly, like, I want you to see that, like, this gets to carry over into how you show up in your business, right? You want to talk about one thing one day, but you want to talk about something else the next day. Cool. You don't have to give your audience whiplash if you're talking about it through the lens of why you are who you are, right? If you've never done something that, I call the Black Sheep Blueprint, if you've never taken a look at that download, please go find it. It's on all my sites, resources, all the things, because you need it. All right. That's the lens in which you get to figure out why you are who you are. And then you can talk about anything under the sun. You can literally talk about authenticity and water and black sheep and sales and marketing success and retreats and all of these things through the same lens. And it's not weird for anybody, right? It all makes cohesive sense and it all flows together, and you're not confusing people. You're not getting out of one stream and creating another one, and therefore having, 17 energy leaks of faith, family, friendship, friends, community, accountability, sales, coaching. Like, you're not having to do that, okay? You are one powerful force at the top of the freaking mountain that gets to just trickle out whatever it is that you want to put out there, and put it out there in the right way for you so that it lands in the path that you've already started carving out for yourself. Okay? And then you get to take that shit anywhere you want. You get to diversify it. You get to create multiple streams if you really want to, but you don't have to. Or you may be doing that inadvertently, and it is causing that energy leak. You don't have enough energy pouring out from the top yet. So you're just like trickling in all these little streams, and it doesn't feel great. And you're like, okay, my life feels like a hot mess because I have to put on this hat, and then I have to put on this hat, and then I have to put on this hat. There are no hats. You are just you. You are just all of your beautiful gifts, wrapped in all of your beautiful skills, wrapped in all of the service that you know that you're here to provide for your community, your family, the people closest to you, the people that you actually take care of and nurture. That also includes yourself, by the way. Right? So here's the thing. You want to be at the top of the mountain? Go stand at the top of the mountain. Right? You want infinite energy? We've got to fix your energy leaks. Okay? You want infinite alignment? Let's get laser focused on why you are who you are and where you're putting that energy and what stream it's going to. Okay? If you guys have questions or you want to chat more about what this looks like and sounds like specifically for you in your life, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can find me all over social media. You can find me in the comments. You can find me wherever you need to. You can shoot me an email at chels@beyourownblacksheep.com, and we can catch up there.